So there you go, for the crafty type people. Feed the rope through here, and then literally you can just tie it off wherever you want it to be. So I got a crafty little video for you today. My mom got in touch with me and she needs a planter for outside of her house, specifically for these little ceramic pots. So she enlisted my services to design something, and I had some of this cedar, this is just fence board that you can get at like Home Depot or Lowe's. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick. These are actually weathered already because I had them outside, but this is what we're going to use. I'm going to use these. I'm going to cut these down into, she wanted about 3 foot wide, and then the pots separated about evenly. So I'm going to cut 3 pieces of this off, and then we're going to make a 3-tier shelving system, and what's going to be holding it is this rope. So the rope's going to go through with knots tied, and each shelf will be knotted so that it'll be hanging, and then you can adjust whatever height you want to put it at. So what we need to do pretty much is I have a 4-inch hole saw, which should work perfectly for the size right underneath this ring. So we got to drill 3 holes in here for 3 pots, and then I'm going to drill holes in the corners of each board for the string for the rope. So what I have is, I believe this is a 1/2-inch boring bit. It's a 1/2-inch boring bit. So we're going to do most of the work on the drill press. First I'm going to cut these boards down to, I think, either 36 or 32. I mean, you can adjust it however you want. These pots can be closer together or farther apart depending on your taste. But we're just going to cut some boards up, and then we'll head over to the drill press. So I cut up 4 pieces just to have an extra one in case one of these doesn't work out. These are 32 inches long. That was the ideal length to get the most out of my boards. Now I'm going to set up my my ruler here because I want to put the holes about 7/8 of an inch in from the corners for the rope. So I'm going to draw a bunch of lines on here where I want that to be so I can drill the holes. So I'll just go through each one of these boards and just mark a line 7/8 of an inch from each side. And then I think for the bigger holes I want to do, so I have one in the middle, so we know that's going to be at 16. So we'll put one hole at 16, and then maybe we'll do 8 inches apart. I think that'll be nice. Then they'll all be 8 inches apart. So we'll do 8, 16, and 8 on each one of these boards. So let me mark out these holes with my ruler, and then we'll head over to the drill press. So I know a lot of you don't have drill presses to work with. You can absolutely do this with just a drill, you know, a normal handheld drill, and these bits will fit in there with the chuck and everything. Obviously this is a lot easier and I have access to it, so I'm going to use this. But yeah, you can absolutely do it, and it doesn't need to be perfect. I would just mark out the center holes, drill some holes through. This just makes it easier because I have the fence system, so I can just hammer out each one of these, replicate it over and over again with just the lines of where I want the centers to be. So that's why I'm going to use a drill press. So I'm just going to set up this fence so this puts the board right in the middle. Then I'll hammer out the big holes, and then I'll reset it for 7/8 the fence so I can drill these holes down. That's how it goes. You can see it's a little messy. You're going to want to do this outdoors if you don't have a shop, obviously. So that looks pretty good. Let me just cut the other ones. Well, first let's test fit it. Make sure we got the right size. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Oh, that's beautiful. So we'll just redo those. Then we have our boards drilled. Alright, so we got the big holes done. Now we're going to set up for the smaller holes. I'm going to move this fence right about there. Lock this down. Make sure the depth is good. Come up a little bit. Alright. So now all we got to do is line up the lines that I drew on the side here, and we'll drill a bunch of little holes. there you go. For the crafty type people, feed the rope through here. And then literally you can just tie it off wherever you want it to be. And go as high as you want it to be. And you can put one on top of the other. Obviously you could use anything to hang this. But do something like that, where it's a couple levels and you could go as many levels as you want. All you have to do is drill a couple holes, buy a couple of these pots, they're like $1 something a piece, and do your little planters. Just a neat little crafty project. If you're interested, I figured I would throw it up there since I had to drill it for her real quick. But hopefully this gives you some ideas. I mean, like I said, this wood they have at Home Depot and stuff, so you can buy in like a 6-foot piece and just cut it down to whatever you want. And then it weathers nicely. You can tell this is all just from being outside. You can see what the original would look like inside here. So that's it. I'm going to take this over to my mom's, drop it off so she can build the rest of it, because I'm not building the rest of it. Thanks for watching. And make sure you subscribe, click on the notifications, and like this video if you think it helps. You know, it's a good idea, because that's what YouTube likes to see. And make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. I got the cabinet project here, will be up soon, and we'll continue on. I got some more smart home stuff coming, and we'll just keep on going with the videos. Alright guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.